Hello and welcome back to Holistic Happiness Club podcast. And today's topic is mindset shifts you need to multifold your success. In this topic, we will be exploring the tweaks that we need to apply to our mindset. Once we apply that tweak, we start seeing things from a different angle, from a different perspective. Once that tweak happens, once that mindset shifts, we start seeing things in a way which will guide us, which will accelerate us towards more or multifold success, right? So we will get into that topic, but before we get into the topic, before we explore it, I want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in for today's podcast. Thank you for tuning in each week to Holistic Happiness Club podcast. You invest time in Holistic Happiness Club podcast, and that's a big value for me. Your time, when you invest, I always try that I will give you the kind of value in return of the time that you invest with Holistic Happiness Club. In today's episode also, I will try my best that you get the value that you in return with the time that you have invested in listening to this episode. Okay, so without further delay, I want to start this topic: mindset shifts you need to multifold your success. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I'm a holistic happiness coach, author of the book named Usher, and the founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Holistic Happiness Club is the place where we talk everything related to happiness, right? We understand in Holistic Happiness Club that happiness is not a single faceted thing. It's a multifaceted thing, and that's why it needs to be looked at from that angle, from that perspective, from holistic view. And that is why we cover every topic that is related to happiness in our podcast, whether it is related to productivity, whether it is related to mindset, whether it is related to health, or whether it is related to wealth. Whatever it is, if it is connected to your happiness, we got it covered. Alright, so more about Holistic Happiness Club and about me in the end of the episode, but for now, let's dive into the topic. Alright, so let's dive into the topic: mindset shifts that you need to multifold your success. So first shift that we need to understand is the power of thoughts. And we need to initiate success from within. What do I mean by that? The thing is that so many of us think that the success is the result of external circumstances. Some opportunity somehow will come to me, and if I will be able to cash that opportunity, I will be successful. Friends, all starts with your thought. If your thoughts are tuned for success and happiness, only then opportunity will appear in front of you. Otherwise, opportunity will come and go and you will not be able to see it. What I'm trying to say here is that everything starts from within. Everything starts from your thoughts. So if you think that somehow if your external are not in your favor right now, and because of that you will never be successful or you will never be happy, uh, then my friend, you need to change your mindset. You need to think from this angle that everything starts from your thought. Whatever your thoughts have been in the past, they have resulted in this situation. And from now on, whatever thoughts you will cultivate, whatever thoughts you will keep in your mind, somehow that reality will start shaping up. Although I do not see this law of attraction as it is, because there are other laws also that are in play. For example, law of karma, right? So whatever you have done in the past, that you can never undo that, and the result of your past choices will always show in your present and in your future. So what I'm trying to say here is, although there are caveats, but if you are not keeping your thoughts aligned with what you want, if you are not keeping your in your mind, if you're not keeping happy thoughts and success thoughts, my friend, you are not never going to get that success. Because it is not just the hard work, it is your tuning with that success. It's like radio, right? No matter how much battery you are wasting on that radio, if it is not catching the right frequency, it will never make you listen to that broadcast. So you need to match the frequency of your thoughts with the goal that you want to achieve, with the vision that you want to achieve. You need to be in tune. Everything starts from thoughts. Every success starts from within. So you need to update, or you need to upgrade your internal environment, inner world first. Only then it will start showing up in the outer world. Okay, so how can we do that shift? I mean, what can be practical tips that we can apply in our daily life so that we can make that shift, right? So two things I can tell you: practice daily affirmations so that you can reinforce positive thinking. Whatever your goals are, whatever your vision is, write some affirmations down and reiterate them daily. Okay, and the second thing that you can do is spend some time visualizing your goal as if you have already achieved it. So when you do that, when you visualize your goal that you have already achieved it, that's how you tune in your thoughts with what you want to achieve, right? So when you create this internal environment, when you tune in your inner world with what your vision is, things will start happening automatically. You will start seeing opportunity in every small and big thing, and you will start cashing that opportunity. When you will visualize daily, your every day will start in getting in tune with the success. All right, so everything, I mean, I cannot go on and keep on explaining, and until you do it, you will not feel this power of thoughts. Just believe me for a few days, and just start doing these two things: practice daily affirmations and spend some time visualizing your goal as if you have already achieved it. Once you will do this for a few days, you will start seeing there is some positive change in within you, and also that positive change is now has started reflecting in the outer world as well. So once you do that, you will be feeling the power of this. Okay, now let's move on to the next one: staying anchored and keeping your purpose at the forefront. I have talked about this one in previous episodes as well, that you need to start with why. See, our motivation fickles. Sometimes we feel motivated, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we feel that we are very excited and we want to achieve something, and we want to do tasks that are related to our vision and our goal. But at the other times, we don't feel doing things, we don't feel that energetic, right? In those kind of moments, that ups and downs, we need to remember why we have started. If we do not have a strong motivator, strong why attached to our goal, chances are that we will leave it in the we will leave it hanging, we will leave it in the middle of middle of the journey. So you need to remember your why all the time. Okay, because when times or your energy is down, that time you can remember your why you have started. When the conditions are not right, when you think that the external circumstances are now uh, opposing your movement, you can remind yourself of your why you have started. So let's say the journey is of 100 kilometer or 1000 kilometer, and you have covered 500 kilometer. Now you are feeling tired. All right, now you can remind yourself why you have started that journey of 1000 kilometer, and why that 1000 kilometer was important for you. And once you remind yourself that, and after taking certain break, you can again go back, continuing that journey. Otherwise, what will happen? You will come back to your comfort zone, and your journey will be left undone in the middle. Right? So you need to keep your focus, your purpose, or the goal always in the mind. Or I can say it in different words, that you need to have a vision, and you need to have a purpose, means why you want to achieve that vision, why it is important for you. And these two should always be there in your mind when you are doing the task, when you are going by your day. All right, so how you can practically implement it, how you can make that shift by your daily actions. So two things again I will say: one, regularly revisit and reflect on your personal mission statement or your core values. Okay, Create a personal mission statement that this is my mission, this is my purpose, this is what I want to do, and here is why I want to do it, right? Okay. And find out your core values. What drives you? What motivates you? What makes you in tune with something? What makes you happy, right? Those are your core values. For example, I have given this example multiple times. For me, one of the core value is making a difference, and that is why I record content, I create podcasts, so that it can make some difference in people's life. That's why I'm into coaching field, so that my work can influence someone's life, right? So that is one of my core value, and that is why I keep on doing things. And it's not about only in coaching, anything else that I do, I keep in mind that how it is getting in tuned with my core values. If it is not, chances are I might not take up that work. All right. So that is one thing, that regularly revisit and reflect on your personal mission statement, so that if you are falling off track, if you are taking up some tasks which are not in tune with your goal and vision and mission, you can find out ways so that you can leave those tasks, and you can pick up tasks and things that will take you towards your goal. So this was number one. Second thing, create and display visual reminders of your why in your living room, workplace, or workstations, wherever you want. So what will happen, so you can create a vision board or small cards or statements that you can paste somewhere in your living area or in your workplace, so that every day when you are waking up, when you are going to your work, that statement or those vision board that can remind you that this is what you are working for. So every step you are taking right now, it should be directed towards this, right? So these are the two things I will suggest, so that you can stay anchored towards your mission. So one thing is regularly revisit and reflect your personal mission statement and your core values as well. Second thing is create visual reminders and keep it in your um, living area or in your workplace. All right. Next is embracing life's limitations, valuing the preciousness of time. See, we are here for a finite time in this lifestyle, in this life, right? In India, in Hinduism, we believe that there are many lives. We are here, we have taken birth, we will die, and we will take rebirth again. But it does not mean that we can waste this life. In Abrahamic religion, we only have this life, so you need to make the most of this life, right? So any which way you want to see, it means that this life which you have got as a human is very precious, and you need to do something good. Whatever good you want to do, whatever mission, whatever vision you want to achieve, you need to achieve within this lifespan. Even if you are taking rebirth as a Hindu, when I believe that I will be taking a rebirth again, I will not be remembering this life, right? So whatever I am starting now, I need to finish it within this lifespan, while I have that energy and passion to do it. So there is finite time for me in this life, so we need to value that. And on the contrary, I see that many of us work like we have infinite time. We waste a lot of time in mundane things, social media, binge watching, mindlessly talking with friends and other relatives, mindlessly spending time for things which has no meaning or which are not going to contribute in any way to your mission or vision, or not they are contributing in your leisure, in your entertainment as well. All right. So entertainment, yeah, maybe there can be a small break where you need entertainment, but it should not be that in the small break that you are doing the productive things and the whole day you are binge watching or doing something which is not contributing anywhere, anyhow, in your life or anyone else's life. So what I'm trying to say here is that time is finite, and we need to start looking time as it is finite. We are not going to live forever here, and we need to make the most of the time which we have on this earth. We do not have too much time, right? So how can we make the most of this time? So again, two things I will suggest. Number one is prioritizing task daily to focus on what is most important. Wake up in the morning, and in your morning routine, include it somewhere. You see any morning routine, whether it's Robin Sharma's or anyone else's, everybody will have somewhere or other they will have this thing in their morning routine that they are going to prioritize the task for the day. So in the morning, when you set the intention, okay, these are the two tasks or three tasks which I am going to complete in this day, your energy is channeled, your energy is directed. All right, so when your energy is directed and when your energy is channeled, you will be able to accomplish much more, and with the happy mind, because when you complete the task, you will feel happy, you will feel better, right? And whereas if you do not have any direction, you will waste all your day and nothing will be accomplished. It is simply with a simple analogy, I can explain this to you, that if you are taking a car from your home, and if you are mindlessly roaming here and there, whole day will be wasted, and chances are you will not reach anywhere. All right, whereas if you are starting from your home, and you know exactly where you need to go, you have that destination in your mind, chances are very very high that you will reach that destination in that day, right? So you need to have a task or a goal for that particular day, and you need to also assess that whether this day or this task or whatever you are going to do today, is it aligned with your goal, is it aligned with your mission and vision, right? Or if it is not, what is the purpose of this task, why it is important for today? Is it serving me to me as a entertainment, or is it serving to me as I'm contributing to someone else's? Is it necessary because of some or other reason? If it is necessary, if maybe for example, your most important task for the day is paying electricity bill. Now, paying electricity bill, I don't think that it will contribute to anyone's vision and mission. But it is a contributing factor, because when you do not have electricity at your home, maybe many of the things will get stuck, right? So to keep things moving, this is the most important task of the day. It's all right. It might not be contributing to your vision or mission, but you need to ask that question, why it is important for that day. Okay, so this was point number one, that prioritize your task daily to focus on what is most important for that particular day. The second thing is limit distractions, man. Limit distractions like social media and binge watching, so that you can maximize your productivity. And the one tip which I can give for that is, when you list down your tasks, right, most important task of the day, first finish those tasks, only then start doing something which is not important. All right, first invest all the energy that you have in those tasks, and once that is done, only then you can go on and scroll something on the social media and get some entertainment for yourself. All right, all right. So, and how we can embrace this limitation of time, that also comes from staying anchored. If we are anchored towards something, then everyday task that we are going to write will be anchored towards our mission and vision, which I have explained in the point number 2. Okay, so this was point number 3, that we need to value the preciousness of the time. And in that, I have given you two practical tips that you can prioritize your task daily. Write it down, what are the top 3 tasks of the day, and from where those top 3 tasks will come. It will come from your purpose, which you have written in the point number 2. And the second thing is, you limit your distraction. First finish the most important task, only then go on to the distractions that you have, like social media or binge watching or content. All right, let's move forward. The fourth thing is living in the moment, the art of being present. Why it is important? It is because life is happening in this moment. It is as simple as that. You are not living in the past, and you will never be living in the future. Dwelling in the past and thinking of future is good if it is done in a limited amount of time. Let me explain this. We need to learn from past. So that is why we need to dwell in the past also. We need to revisit our past victories. We need to revisit our past failures as well, past incidents and events, so that we can learn something from them. We can get confidence, we can get lessons from past. So that so for that purpose, we need to revisit our past for certain time. And then we need to know that what needs to be done in this present moment. For that, we need to have some future plans, and for that we need to dwell in the future, that this is how my future is going to look like. All right. And we need to think about the events and incidents that are planned for the future. All right. So this is the importance of dwelling in the past and the future. But are you living in the past? Can you live yesterday or can you live tomorrow at this moment? No, right? You are always present in this moment, and whatever you are doing, it is in this moment. So when you are unnecessarily or dwelling too much in the past, that will create um, anxiety, or maybe that will create shame and guilt, because if you are revisiting some of the uh, um, events and incident which you did not like, and if you are revisiting some of the incidents and event which you have liked, like you have won a race or something, then when you will come back to this present reality, and if this present reality is not that great, this will scare you again. This will cause anxiety and this will cause problems, right? So dwelling too much in the past and staying too much in the future is not good for our health, mental health or physical health or whatever. It is not good for our visions, it is not good for our goals, it is not good for our visions, it is not good for directing our energy. And again, if you are living in the past or in the future, you are missing out on the life, because life is happening in this moment, right? All right, so you need to be present in this moment. So the shift in the mindset is needed, that life is happening in this moment. And if I am not going to live this moment to the fullest, I am going to miss out on the life, right? All right, so how can you practically achieve this? How can you uh, keep it get it in practice so that you can make that mindset shift? Point number one that you need to do is engage in mindful activities like breathing. Mindful exercises like breathing exercises are there, that you where you need to focus only on your breath, so that you can train your mind to be present. Focus on the present moment, whatever is happening in the present moment. So your breath, excuse me, your breath acts as an anchor. It trains your mind to be present, to be fully present, and engage all your senses in the present moment. Okay. And second thing is, whenever you are in a conversation, practice active listening and engage fully in that conversation. What will happen then? First, you are training your mind to be present, you are living the life. Second, you are going to grasp much more. You will be able to give much more input to the other person, you will be able to learn much more from the other person. And and you will be surprised that there are very few people who are engaged in actively listening. When there is a conversation happening, there are very few people who listens in by getting engaged with, by engaging all their senses in just the conversation, right? And if you are one of them, you will become the favorite of the crowd. So these are some side benefits of engaging in a conversation actively. All right, so these are the two practices and the two practical tips which you can apply in your life to be fully present. All right. Okay. So before we move forward, I have a request to all of you. If you have liked this content so far, then if you are watching it on YouTube, then please like the video. And if you are watching it on some podcast platform, if there is an option to upvote that or give it a rating, please do it. Please give it upvote it. Please give it a rating. Please leave a review. If you are on some platform, they allow you to give reviews like iTunes and Spotify. Please give the review if you have liked this content. All right, and if you are on YouTube, please subscribe. Give me some feedback, and what else you want to listen, how you have found this platform, and how, means whether you are enjoying, what else you would want to incorporate in this format. All right, and share it with others. If you have found this useful, then chances are then that your tribe will also find it useful. So share it with others as well, and that will be the biggest return gift that you can give to me, so that I can reach out to more and more people. Anyways, all right, so let's move to the next mindset shift, which is cultivating gratitude, and why it is important. See, so many people might say that if you are grateful for whatever you are having right now, you will be satisfied and stuck with what you have right now. Not true at all, because they do not understand the psyche behind being grateful. If you are grateful, you are having this mindset that you have enough, you have so many valuable things, right? And to whom universe will give more and more valuable things? Whoever is valuing the gifts of the universe. So if you are valuing, so think from your perspective, right? There are two people, and both of them you have given one gift, and one person is saying, what rubbish you have given to me, I already have this, I don't need this, I don't want this. And the other person is saying, thank you for giving this to me, this was very much needed. So from next time onwards, to whom you would want to give the next gift? The person who is grateful, right? So if you are grateful, that opens up the door, that opens up the opportunity, that lays out a foundation to move forward. Whereas if you are not grateful, you are having this poverty mindset instead of prosperity. And this poverty mindset says you don't have enough, you are not good enough, that's why you don't have enough, right? So be grateful, be appreciate what you are having in life. You are healthy, you are alive, you have roof over your head, you have access to technology, you have access to food and water. Despite so many problems in the world, you are still going, still moving forward. You have some relationship that values you and to whom you value, and there are so many other things that you can be grateful for, right? Once you start writing small things, you will see there are n number of things that you can be grateful for. And when you are grateful, it increases your happiness quotient. Number one, it reduces your stress levels. And when stress levels are low, you feel more energetic, and you will feel more excited towards working for the vision and mission and goal that you have set for yourself, right? So how can you cultivate more gratitude in your life? Simple thing is writing. When you are in personal development, writing is the go-to tool for anything, right? And so it is the case for gratitude as well. Keep a gratitude journal and write down the things every day that you are grateful for. There can be multiple variation for this simple exercise. You are free to adopt any kind of variation which you like, but write down the things that you are grateful for. All right. The second thing is express uh, gratitude or appreciation to others. Whenever you like something, be specific and give that compliment to that person, that hey, I liked the way you have explained this concept so well, you have broken down in simple terms, and I liked the way you have expressed it, I was able to understand it. So when you become very specific to someone, the other person also receives it with that kind of energy, and you also feel good. So when you express that, you will also feel good. That gratitude will, you will be able to cultivate that gratitude within you, right? So that's how you cultivate more gratitude in your life. Next thing is finding joy beyond the materials, the true essence of happiness. See, buying a home, buying a new car, new sofa, or new television set, they will not give you happiness. And this, we also know this, right? We also know this from our own experience. We have bought so many stuff in our life. We thought that they will give us the happiness. Maybe they have given us the happiness for a moment, but after that moment, they were useless or worthless. Or even if not worthless, they were not giving any kind of happiness to us. So we know this inherently that um, these material things, they don't give us a happiness, but still we keep on chasing that. And one of the reason is because that we are not in tuned with ourselves. And when we are not in tune with ourselves, we feel a void within ourselves, and we want to fill that void. And because we are not inwards, we are not in tune with ourselves, we try to fill that void by going outward, by buying more stuffs, right? So we need to understand that true happiness is not in the material, so there is no need to chase those materials, right? So the mindset shift which I'm talking about is that you don't have to have so many more materials, a big house, a big car, or whatever to be happy or to show off to others, or for any reason, right? They are not going to contribute in your goals, right? So How you will cultivate this mindset that, okay, don't chase this materialistic things. How you will cultivate this mindset? For that, two tips I will give. Number one, spend more time in nature, appreciate nature's beauty, spend time in morning sunlight, go out in trees if it is possible. All right. So when you do that, you will be able to understand that these simple things like sunlight, like fresh air, like trees, greenery, water bodies, they, I mean, the kind of happiness they give every day, day in and day out, that kind of happiness your television set has never given to you, right? Even if it is present in your house all the time, still, nature gives you more happiness. So that you will start, when you are going out in nature every day or very regularly, you will start developing this sense that true happiness is not in the material that I have in my home, right? So there is no point chasing that material and collecting that material more and more. Second thing that you need to do is volunteer or engage in the acts of kindness. Donate to someone. Go out, if you find some homeless person or someone who is hungry, give that person some food, right? So engage in uh, some kind of the act of kindness. And when you do that, you will feel that giving also has its own joy. So there is no need to collect, right? Because each time you will give something to someone, you will feel more happy from within. And that happiness again is not in the materials that we have collected in our home. So that will give, these two things will give the sense that collecting materials is not the goal. It should not be the goal, because this does not give the lasting happiness. Lasting happiness lies somewhere else, in the small small moments of of connecting with others, of giving, of being in the nature, being present in this moment. These things brings more happiness, right? So that collecting the materialistic things should not be the goal. All right. The next thing is knowledge in action. So many of us, especially in today's generation, because of IT sector, because of information era, we have lot of knowledge nowadays. Maybe 100 years back or 200 years back, knowledge, lack of knowledge was one of the problem. But nowadays everything is available on our fingertips, so much so that sometimes we get confused what is right and what is wrong. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, knowledge is available in abundance everywhere. And most of us have too much knowledge, a lot of knowledge which we might not even need for our life, right? But the problem is that we are not implementing that knowledge, we are not taking action on that knowledge. One of my mentors said that knowing and not doing is equals to not knowing. So your knowledge is not of any use if you are not able to take actions on that knowledge. So you need to find a way to implement that knowledge right away. Whatever knowledge you have, you might be having knowledge to, for personal growth, personal development, for finding more happiness, excuse me, for finding more happiness, right? You might be having that knowledge. You might be having the knowledge for achieving what you want to achieve. So let's say you want to start a business, you have this knowledge that you need to make cold calls for at least 10 people every day. But if you know this and not doing this, it is not giving you any results. And since it is not giving you any result, you are not moving forward at all. So you need to find a way to implement the knowledge that you are gaining right away. And how you can do that, for that again I will give you two tips. After acquiring any new knowledge, set a practical goal to apply it. So let's say let's say you find out that reading is a very good thing, it will give you some kind of new perspectives, new knowledge. With that you can maybe excel in the life. So you have set the target that each month you will finish at least one book, right? So each month you will finish one book, which is roughly around 300 pages. So you set an action, a practical goal, that every day I will read 10 pages. 10 pages in a day, 300 pages in a month, one book at least you will be able to finish. If you're not reading 10 pages, 10 pages might in the initially it might look like that 10 pages are very less. But if you're not reading 10 pages, my friend, you will not be able to read any book. If you are on the first day, if you are reading 50 pages or 100 pages, and next day you are not reading anything, for the whole month you are not reading anything, it's better that you read 10 pages every day, right? That will take you closer to your goal. Small act, small practical act that you need to define for the knowledge that you are acquiring, otherwise there is no use. Okay. And the second and the best method to get that knowledge in action is to teach others, right? Whatever you are acquiring, so these two can be applied, these two principles can be applied in two different things, right? One can be, when I said that you need to set a practical goal to apply it, that can be on a practical knowledge, like you want to start a business, or you want, for whatever it is in your vision. Second thing is, suppose you want to do some kind of research, some kind of study that you are doing. For that, teaching is the best way. You are acquiring new knowledge and you are teaching it to others. When you are teaching it to others, your mind will be open, and when there will be questions from other people, you will be compelled to find those answers. That's how you will implement your knowledge. So these two are different. These two tips are for two different scenarios as well. So keep in mind where you need to apply which one. All right. And last but not the least is reframing setbacks, turning failures into a stepping stone for growth. So, when we are trying to achieve our goal, there will be n number of moments when we feel that this thing is not working. Whatever I took the step, it did not give me the desired result which I was thinking of. For example, um, I want to get more clients for my coaching things, right? I want to reach to more and more people, so that I thought, okay, maybe I'll run a Facebook ad so that I can reach to more and more people. And when I ran the Facebook ad, I thought that maybe uh, in 1,000 rupees I will be able to reach maybe 200 or 300 people. But when I spent 1,000 rupees, I was able to reach only 50 people. I did not get the desired result. By the way, this is a practical example. This has happened to me recently. So I need to understand. So this is because this is not the desired result. You might count it as a setback, but the way we need to look at it, it is a learning thing. It is a event or incident that has given me the opportunity to learn. Now I can review what was wrong, and I can go back on YouTube and again consult the experts that what I did wrong, so that next time I can improve it, right? It's not that I did it once and it did not work out, so it will never work out. That does not happen. I mean, if you are consistent, if you are applying efforts again and again, it will give you results, right? If it is working for so many other people, why it will not work for you, right? So whatever your setbacks are, whatever your failures has been in the past, you need to reflect upon them. You need to find lessons, you need to take lessons from those failures or setbacks, and you need to apply them in your current daily life, and you need to improve your daily life. You need to apply those lessons again on those incidents and make it better, right? This is what I'm doing right now, that I'm learning lessons from that not so desired result of not getting too many not getting the desired reach from the Facebook ad, and now I'm learning that how can I make it better, right? So you can do that too. So two things that you need to do in order to reframe this a mindset, that you need to treat setbacks as a stepping stone. So first thing that you need to do, that you need to reflect on the failures and identify the lessons that you can learn, and you can improve that upon that on future, right? And second thing, so this is for the past. In past, whatever you have in whichever thing you have failed, you can reflect on those incidents and things, and you can find valuable lessons from there, and you can improve that in the present, so that your future gets better. So this is for the past. Now for the future or the present, what you need to do is you need to view your challenges as opportunity to grow. So let's say one of my weak area is sales. I am not good at sales, right? I have been an employee, I'm still an employee of IT sector. So sales has never been something which I was good at. Now because I'm getting into business, I need to learn sales. I need to make cold calls, I need to reach out to people, I need to talk to them. And when I need to do that, because I don't know anything about sales, so it might sound scary that I need to reach out to people, I need to pitch my product. But either I can see this as, oh my god, this is such a big task, I will never be able to do it, so let's not do this thing. But at the same time, here our why, our anchoring, comes into our rescue, that why you have started, why you wanted to come into coaching. Because I wanted to make a difference in people's life, make a positive impact in people's life. Okay, so if I want to make positive impact in people's lives, I need to do this, I need to find a way to do this. So now this scary thing is presenting me the opportunity to learn. What will happen if I will talk to people? They might not buy my product, they might not buy my services, right? It's okay, one will not buy, 10 will not buy, 100 will not buy, but eventually over time I will learn, 101st person will buy eventually, right? So I need to embrace this challenge as the opportunity to grow, as opportunity to learn, right? Rather than thinking that okay, this is a roadblock and from here I will not be able to grow. All right, so these are the two practical advice that you can do on a daily basis, so that you can reframe your setbacks into stepping stone for growth. All right, so this was the end of the episode. I would like to listen to your thoughts. How did you like it? How, what was that resonated with you? Which part of it you did not like? Also, I would like to listen. Which part of it you did like, and what is it? What it was that you liked the most? What kind of things you want to hear from me more? All also I would like to know that. All right, so this was the end of the episode. But before, sorry, this was the end of the topic. But before I end the episode, I want to announce, I want to invite all of you to become the member of Holistic Happiness Club. There are multiple benefits, multiple perks of joining the Holistic Happiness Club. If you want to know what all those perks, you can DM me, you can personally message me, and I will be happy to reply over that, right? And I have written an ebook, and you can download that ebook. I will leave the description, I will leave the link in the description. The name of the ebook is Happiness, The Happiness Blueprint: The Practical Strategies for Achieving Fulfilled Life. It's not a very lengthy read. It's a crisp and actionable ebook, which I will urge everyone to buy. So you can go in the download link, which will be in the description. You can download this ebook. All right, and if you want to book a one-to-one call with me, you want to understand deeper meaning of your roadblocks, and you want to design a personal blueprint for your happiness and success, you can book a one-to-one call with me, right? So booking a one-to-one call, link for the booking of to a one-to-one call, I will leave that also in the description. All right, so with that, we have reached to the end of the episode. If you want to connect with me on social media, then Instagram is the place. Happiness Architect is my Instagram handle, and if you want to check out my website, akshaytiwari.in is my website, right? Till the time we are seeing each other next time, take care of you, take care of your loved one, take care of the people around you, and always remember, happiness is a lifestyle.